Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you all are doing amazing this very beautiful evening. Once again, welcome to Talanta Mku. Like you know, here we bring you very amazing entertainment, unmatched entertainment, and very important conversations that shape our society and our lives each day as students, not only as students, but also as citizens in general. So today, like any other day, we are going to be having very important conversations. My name is Ayieta Naomi, and once again, welcome to Talanta Mku. So today, we have an amazing guest with us. His name is James Kiprono, and he's a staff of Mount Kenya University. So we do not only bring you students and nurture their talents, we also bring practitioners and professionals who have some very important conversations with us as students. So James is the Assistant Registrar, Career Services, Mount Kenya University, right? Yeah. Mr. James, welcome to Talanta MKU.
Thank you so much.
We're very glad to have you.
I'm honored to be here.
Thank you. So I believe that's your camera. You can just introduce yourself to our viewers and tell them who James is, basically.
Thank you so much, Naomi. As you have heard, I'm James Kiprono. I am the Assistant Registrar in charge of Career Services. Career Services or Career Office is domiciled under the Directorate of Student Recruitment, Admission, Registration, and Career Services. As you all know, we always call it Admissions Office. Mm-hmm. Yes. Oh. So in short, that's who I am, and I'm here today to talk about Career Services. Thank you.
Amazing. So apart from being a staff of the Mount Kenya University, what else do you do? I mean, who is James outside work and outside Career Services?
James, maybe I can talk briefly about my career. Mm-hmm. Currently, I'm working on my master's degree in information science.
Amazing.
I've been working in the library for the longest time, around 15 years. In MKU, many have known me there. I moved to career office recently. Mm-hmm. But above that, I'm a father. I'm a father of 3, married also. And in MKU, I am a footballer. Mm-hmm. I play football, and I am the Secretary General of Staff Football Team. Thank you.
Amazing. That is quite impressive. So as you all have heard, he's not just an all-serious man, and you know, he has a life outside Career Services. Sure. That is quite interesting, Mr. James. So now moving on, ladies and gentlemen, like I had mentioned, today we're going to delve into matters career and career coaching, career services, and Mr. James is going to be here with us throughout the interview. So if you have any questions, you can send them to our comment section and they will be asked, and I believe they'll be responded to. Yeah. Now, moving on, most young people have this notion that they do not have to worry about careers until probably they're in their final years in the university. Someone is probably in what do we call it? High school, and they're like, no, I'll think about careers when I get to campus or in my final years. I mean, why should students actually start thinking about career choices during the early stages of their education?
That's a very amazing question. Actually, that is something that is bothering most of the students when it comes to career choice and the path they want to take in career. I'll give you an example of the courses that we offer. I know we offer courses that cut across medicine, in general health sciences. We have arts. We have also courses that deals with languages, journalism, matter of journalism, and the like. So there are courses that demands that you pass or you succeed or you do well in certain subjects. For example, if you are doing courses pertaining health sciences, that's nursing, clinical medicine, you want to be a doctor, you have to excel in biology, in chemistry, mathematics, and most probably one of the languages. So if you have to think about career when you are coming to the university, then that's a great mistake, because basically if you were to choose a course in medicine, then you have to focus more on sciences and maybe one language. You have to do well in mathematics, do well in biology, chemistry, and one of the languages. So that means that right from your high school, you have to first start thinking about the career path that you will be pursuing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it is important to choose career not when you are coming to the university, but right from high school. And then once you come to the university, you also need to look at several aspects, like, for example, aspect to do with personalities, aspect to do with values, aspect to do with interests. What are your interests? What are your strength areas? What are your values? So those are the aspects that you need to consider for you to be placed in a career that suits you well.
Amazing. Mr. James, allow me ask this. Most times you see high school students focusing on particular subjects because they want to venture into a particular career.
Yeah.
But then KCSE comes and things do not go quite as they wanted them to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then what happens in this situation? Assuming someone wanted to major on medicine, but then the sciences, they didn't perform really well once the results are out. So now in an event that happens, what advice would you give to such a student?
Thank you. I think on the issues of, before we think of strength, and the strength I talk of qualifications, because those are the qualifications. Before we talk of qualification, I've told you that we also look at other things. Like the interests, we look at the values. The values is, what do this person like doing? Maybe you are motivated by the other things in the choice of career. Maybe you wanted to do medicine, maybe because you thought that would be a course that gives better returns in terms of job. But if you talk with this student, you understand that actually this student can fit well in journalism, can fit well in other areas. So as much as we want to give this student the areas or the courses that maybe he wanted to do, we also need to look at it in a wholesome way. We have what we call self-awareness. You need to discover yourself, discover who you are. And when you are looking at yourself, you look at yourself in a wholesome way. Look at all the aspects. And then there are also careers or subjects that or courses that are related. Maybe you wanted to do medicine, but you do not do well in sciences. You can do clinical medicine, you can do maybe pharmacy, you can do maybe nursing. Those are related areas. But most importantly, you can also consider starting to climb a ladder in the lowest level. Like, for example, if you wanted to do a degree in probably a course like nursing, you can begin with a diploma or certificate, and then you climb the ladder. Maybe in diploma you are required maybe a smaller grades. Yeah. So you can begin from the lowest, and then you climb the ladder. Yeah.
Amazing. That is very inspiring. I believe someone who is feeling discouraged, because we have some students who did their exams, the results are out and they are yet to join universities. That is a piece of advice that you can take home. Life doesn't end simply because you did not attain the grade that you wanted, right?
Exactly.
Thank you very much. Now, there are 3 terms that are quite confusing.
Yeah.
which is career advisory, career counseling, and career coaching. What is the difference between these three terms?
I'll talk about this term in a very simple way. Career advisory has to do with trying to redetermine or redesign the path the students want to take. For example, I have Excel, I have a grade, an A grade. I am divided whether to do medicine, whether to do law, whether to do maybe another subject. You are qualified on these or these areas. Yeah. So you are torn in between which course or which path do I take. That's when career advisory is needed. We examine you as a person. We look at your personalities and all those aspects that I've talked about, and then give you or direct you to a career that suits your personality, your values, and the like. When it comes to career counseling, these are aspects to do with trying to solve emotional issues to do with maybe I wanted to do this, but it did not go well. So what do I do? That's a student who is almost giving up because maybe he did not do well in the KCSE. So what do I do? This is a student who is already trying to pick up pieces. So we offer career counseling, and that's why we offer opportunities. We offer diversification. You can be flexible. It can give you option to be able to deal with the choices of career that you want to do. So that's when career counseling comes in. Career coaching is, yes, I have chosen a career. So what is required for me? So this is more of a goal-oriented. You set goals, long-term goals, short-term goals. What do I need to do? So there are aspects to do with maybe trying to direct this person in actualizing what that career demands, like linking this person to better skills that is required, maybe professionals that maybe they can work together in the career field, because this is a person that has already made up their mind, so he wants somebody to work together. That's now career coaching.
Amazing. I am quite intrigued by this. I had no idea that, they mean totally, entirely different things. So I believe our audience are also catching, and now you know what you need. You might think you need career coaching, yet you need career advisory. So yeah, thank you very much for defining those terms. Yeah. So now at least we know, we have a clear glimpse of what they mean. Now, we are out of high school. A student has come to a university like the Mount Kenya University. What is the role of the career office, and how does it contribute to the academic mission of an institution?
Thank you so much. The role of career office, the first one, I want to take you through maybe a person who has finished high school and now wants to join university, and especially Mount Kenya University. Yeah. So our role as career office is to ensure that this student first chooses the career that suits him or her. That's the first role. And the first role is we undertake the three aspects that I've talked about. Like, for example, if we first look at all the options, do these students require career counseling or career advisory or career coaching? And actually, career coaching comes when the student is already in the university, when is already admitted, is already going on with his or her studies. Now, So for us, once a student comes in, we always offer our services. We ensure that these students make the right choices. And then after that, we also walk through these students the university life. Like, for example, we are able to guide these students pertaining the career. Because, again, this is the mistake most of the students do. I choose a course or a career, I go to class, and I focus on that. This is a place, once you choose a career, you need to begin thinking about job opportunities. So what do I need? What is needed? So as career office, we start thinking about the after the university. We start thinking after the university. And when we think after the university, that's when the issues to do with skills that is required in the process. I know you are in class, but what are the skills that you need? So we bring in industry players, we bring in talks, career talks, we bring in experts, professionals, and begin to train these students on aspects to do with job market. And then we also I've talked about career talks. We also do what we call internship attachment placements, whereby we most of the time try to look around and seek attachment for these students. And also we bring experts to do with how do you secure attachments? What are these aspects that are needed for you to be able to get an attachment somewhere? So that's when now we bring in players to advise you, CV writings on the like. And then we have what we call exit trainings. Exit training is, this student is in 4th year. So we do what we call exit training so that we can prepare you for the job seeking or searching. We give you skills that are required in job searching so that after graduation, you are able to transit into the market. And of course, you can be employed or you can be unemployed. You can create employment for yourself. You don't have to think about being employed, but you can think about, I have these skills, I have equipped myself, I can open my own venture. So that's the role of career office. And I want to request that our students, you need to be a friend of career office, because all these things are on your disposal. We are preparing, next week we have players coming in. We have partners from Brighter Monday. I know Brighter Monday, you might have heard about it. They are coming in to train on CV writings and job searching. What do you need? How do you behave in an interview? Those are the things that we begin to talk about as career office. So that's how what we do.
Amazing. So one important fact is that students often get overwhelmed in the institution with the matters classroom, and a lot of things just affect students generally. And to some extent, you find other students switching courses and keep on switching so that they waste a lot of time in the institution. Find that someone was admitted here to pursue medicine. In the long run, or like at some point, they feel like, I can't proceed with medicine. They drop that, pick up probably engineering, drop engineering, get to journalism. How would you deal with such a student?
Maybe I'll answer you in this way. Like, this is a student who first chose the wrong career. There was a problem in the choice of career. Because for instance, Naomi, you love what you are doing. You can't be anywhere else. You can only be here. So how can you change to be somebody you didn't want to be. So the first mistake was in the career choice. And I will say this, that the mistake that most of the students do is to try to look at courses and try to compare courses with the market. Like, which one is marketable? I want a course that is marketable. There is nothing like a course which is marketable. All courses are good. They are good. They have people there. The only difference is how equipped are you? How equipped are you? So in the aspect of career choice, that's where the problem began. So that's why you find I have talked about the strength. If you remember, I first talked about the strength. So we look at the strength. What are the strengths of this person? And the strengths, I talked about qualification. Which are the subjects did these students do? Were you good in English? In Kiswahili? Did you perform well in Kiswahili? So if you perform well in Kiswahili, who can you become? You can be a journalist, and journalist student. Or you can be a lawyer because you are good in languages. And those are the aspects that is required. If you want to do medicine, we look at where were you good at. What are these subjects that you did perform well? So maybe if you perform well in chemistry, in biology, in mathematics, then you are good to go because those are the subjects that you find in that course. So basically, you cannot be overwhelmed by those courses or those subjects that you excel well, unless there was a problem in the choice of career. So I say that as students need first to consider two aspects: the passion, the interest. What are you passionate? If you are passionate on something, there is no amount of barriers or limitation will stop you. You will still acquire what you wanted to become. So actually, to me, it's about passion. You choose something that you are passionate. Choose something that you are passionate, and that's all. It will reduce what we call cost transfers. It will minimize issues to do with resource wastage, time wastage, right? So that those are the aspects that you minimize when you pursue your passion, your interest, and you look at the strengths. What did you perform well? So if you have those, then you are good to go.
Amazing. Mr. Kiprono, what are some of the emerging careers that people should be preparing for currently?
I'll talk about the skills that are currently required. For instance, we look at what is the world tending to incline to. We have things to do with data science. Most of the industries makes decision based on data, analyze data. So those are areas that we need to think about. We have AI, artificial intelligence. Those are areas that are emerging. Those are the areas that are emerging. We have cybersecurity. Remember, we have things to do with in cybersecurity, we have data protection laws that have been passed. So these are areas that we need to think about. Digital marketing. Marketing is not working like the traditional way we used to do. We have digital marketing. You can sit somewhere and market your products. You don't have to go from market to market. So we have what we call digital marketing. Those are the skills that we need to start looking about. And then finally, maybe issues to do with robotic science.
And I believe these are skills that you can actually learn while still pursuing your career, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, so if you have extra time on your hands, the careers or the skills rather that he has mentioned, this is something that you can look into. you know, you never can tell how things might go.
Yeah.
Now, one very important issue to students, or an important matter rather, would be internships and attachment.
Yeah.
How can a student go about their internships and attachment, and how important is internships and attachment to a person's career?
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Naomi. On matters of attachment and internship, maybe briefly, allow me to draw a distinction between the two terms.
It's okay.
Yeah, attachment is for student. It's part of the curriculum. It's part of the requirement of a student to be able to graduate. So you have to have gone for an attachment. For those who are doing education, we have teaching, we call TP, teaching practice. We have teaching practice. So you have first to have gone through those programs for you to be able to graduate. So it's a mandatory requirement for a student. So attachment is for continuing students. When it comes to internship is for those students who have completed their studies. And maybe they want to get skills, they want to practice on what they have done. So they seek for internship. So, and basically, these two key or important activities is for students to gain practical skills. It's for practical skills. Yeah. You have heard of many job or opportunities in the market talking about do you have experience? So those are part of the experience they are talking about. So when you go to attachment, now you are transferring what you have learned in class into practical skills. You want to gain skills, you want to practice, you want to interact with the systems, what you have learned, you want to put it into practice. So those are, you want to gain practical skills. And it is very important to always, when you are developing your CV, you include that as part of your job experiences. The most mistake most of the students do is to say that I have no experience. The first experience that you get is when you are in the attachment. Secondly, is like what you people are doing in this show. It's part of experiences. You are practicing what you are doing. And I know most of you after you are done with your studies, basically you find the jobs waiting for you. Because already you have built yourself, you have experience, you have done shows, if those who are behind cameras, you know how to play around there with the cameras. So basically these are what we call the practical experiences that you go through. Internship, yes, after you have done your studies, you need to look for internship so that you can advance your skills. So those are very important aspects when it comes to experience. Remember, the issue that we want to tackle here is experience, job experience. So, and those are the things that we need to consider.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kiprono. And you have also mentioned what we do here. Like you have said, it is part of, gaining experience, and yes, it is actually helping very many journalism students have first-hand experience while still in the institution.
Yes.
So how do you feel about it? What do you think about it? Is it a great initiative?
This is a perfect, and that is the reason I'm here. That's the reason I'm here, actually, because I learned about this long time ago. I've been here several times when you are doing it. And I feel it's a very good thing that you are doing. And I know, in fact, we always encourage more students to come up with clubs, join clubs here. We have environment clubs. We have many other clubs. Actually, we are in the process of coming up with what we call ILO club. ILO club is an initiative that we are coming up as a career office to be able to form a club for students who wants to maybe pursue opportunities abroad. So you'll be learning about how job migration issues to pertains to how do I get jobs abroad, what am I required to have, identifying legit and good agents. So those are all these aspects. What you are doing actually is what we encourage other students to do. And I think it's a very amazing thing that you are doing.
Thank you. Allow me to ask also, how can the career office support us also with this great initiative, as you have called it?
The support that we can give is first the recognition that we are doing. The recognition. That recognizing that actually you are doing an amazing thing. And that's why I am today here. Maybe going forward, we can look for opportunities, more opportunities, maybe how we can integrate these as part of the initiative that we can do. We can partner together so that we can bring in more players. We can also expose you to industry in a more bigger way. So we are open for partnership with career office. If you need guests, we can do that for you. If you need more players to come in, we are open to do that. And maybe we will look at most probably after this, maybe we can talk and maybe look at what you need and see how we can support you.
Thank you very much. That is very encouraging. Now, moving on, one particular problem that most graduates face is, lack of jobs. And we have graduates stomaching and they're wondering, what could the problem be? So now, allow me ask you, what common mistakes do graduates make so that it affects, them getting into the job market?
That's a very amazing question. Most of the students exit university with most probably what I've talked about. For example, a lack of skills, required skills. And I'll give you a perfect example. For example, each and every day you look, you see job openings, job opportunities, which some of us, we always post those jobs opening, even to our students. The mistake that students make is failing to equip themselves while they are at the university. The first thing is, what are these skills that are required for this job? That's number one. Number two, who are the biggest players in this job? And I've talked about career coaching. Who are these people who I can maybe approach? They can mentor me. I can work together with them. And that is how you can create networks. You can create networks. Know who are these people. What is required for this job? Because out of 100 applicants who apply for one job, and maybe they require only one person. At the end of the day, they get that one person. Yeah. What happens with the rest? If 100 people applied and 30 were shortlisted, what informed the 30 being shortlisted? So you need to understand, maybe there is a problem with your CV. You need to look at your CV. You need to look at how you have packaged yourself, how you communicate. What are these things that makes me not to get this opportunity? And then, so if 30 were selected, we have 70 who have not been shortlisted.
Yeah.
So the 70 will say there are no jobs. And most probably, if 3 qualify, the 27 will say getting jobs is very difficult. But what about the 3 who got the opportunities? They will say jobs are there. That's the difference. So the first thing you need to know is to research on that career. And the first thing is, I've talked about the skills, and then how do you package? Packaging becomes now, how do you package yourself? Like writing the CV, a good application letter, because those ones are the ones that inform you to be shortlisted. And then finally, how do you communicate when you are called for an interview? How do you communicate? How do you sell yourself? Because that is how, when you are called for an interview, it requires you to transfer what you have learned and the skills that you have learned, and try now to communicate to these people in a better way, in an articulate way, so that they can see this is the person that we are looking for. So you need to look at all those aspects together, and then you will be able to succeed. And maybe if you still have a problem, you get a career coach. And a career coach can be a mentor who can work with you, who have been in this journey, so that you can be able to be able to get this opportunity. And finally, you need to do what we call, you can do volunteer jobs. You can do internship, so that at least you are able to do what? You are able to gain experience. So first, look at not only jobs, but you can offer yourself for a free service like volunteering, and then you can also seek internship. Those are the things that can make you be marketable, because not the course that is marketable. It's an individual that is marketable, not actually the course.
Someone might argue, though, Mr. Kiprono, that, I have done all this, my CV is intact, I have gone for internships, I communicate properly, but still I am not getting a job. And so now let me ask, what skills do employers often complain that graduates lack?
I'll answer you in a general way, because remember, I'm talking about different courses.
Yeah, true.
And I've talked about the skills for that job. For example, let me use journalism, because you people are here. What are these skills that you require? What are these skills? Yeah. So look at that career, study and research on it, understand the skills that are required in this job. For example, if you are doing accounting, remember, we are in the digital era. So what are these skills that has come in, the new skills that has come in, to be able to ease the work in this field, like accounting? So you have to learn skills like spreadsheet, Excel. You understand how to something to do with Excel and so and such like things. And then we have also to equip yourself in skills that aligns well with that career. That align well with that career. So actually, those are the things that to me I'll talk about. I will encourage most of the students to do, so that they can place themselves in a better opportunity of getting jobs.
Amazing. Now, on that note, how can universities ensure that they strengthen their relationship and employers?
Universities actually come up with curriculum based on industry. based on industry. And most of the time, what actually happens in a university, I've talked about bringing in players. Like when we have career talks, we bring in players in the industry. Like we bring in somebody who has succeeded. Maybe if the students doing law, we bring in somebody who has done law, who has succeeded, to talk with our students. We bring in, if those people who are doing business related courses, we bring in those professionals as guest speakers to be able to talk with our student and have that so that our student can have that experience. And maybe finally, we always sign MOUs with industry players, organizations, institutions. We have partnership with bank industry for internship placement. Like in the past 2 weeks, we have a call from GT Bank requesting us to send our students for what we call graduate employments. Like they have an opening for our students, those who have graduated recently, for training camp jobs. So after they have gone through this training, they will get jobs. So these are opportunities and the partnership that we have. We have also KCB. They are giving us in attachment slots. So this is how we try as much as possible to bring in industry players so that they can be able to partner with us and help our students in securing opportunities.
And allow me to say thank you on behalf of the students for that great initiative. I am sure very many students are benefiting from that.
Sure.
Yeah. So switching gears a bit to matters inclusivity, how can you, or how can we rather ensure inclusivity in matters career services, especially persons with disability?
Okay, we have programs that are inclusive in this way. Like we have, if it is technological, in terms of technological, we have tools that help them in things to do with studies, matters of pursuing their careers. We have facilities that are flexible, that are conducive for these kind of students. And also we do not discriminate on matters to do with career advisories, career coaching, and also career counseling. So we have a kind of inclusive programs that accommodate all these students in terms of their abilities. Or people have different abilities. Yes. So we have all these programs that are inclusive, that accommodates each and every student in terms of facilities, programs, and all the and even the tools and the equipments. Yes.
And that is very, very commendable. Now, one major problem that students often face during career choices is parents' intervention. And in as much as it is very important to get advice from parents, where does the line come in now between parents supporting their children and overstepping? So my question would be, parents, like the parents supporting their kids in career choices, where does the line come in now?
Actually, parents have a responsibility. University have a responsibility. But the decisions lies with the student. If I may say that we all have to do our part. The mistake that most of the parents do is try to force students to do careers against their choice. And what happens is We have students dropping. We have students transferring from one course to another. We have students completing their studies and they fail to secure opportunities. Because I remember I talked about passion.
Yeah.
It wasn't my passion. So what happens? I'll graduate, take the certificate, give it to my parent, and pursue my passion. I had a student who came to me. I don't want to mention names, but who came to me and he wanted to do clinical medicine. As much as maybe the subject, he had a weakness in one of the subjects that denied him a chance to do a degree in clinical medicine. But the parent advised or tried to force this student to do education, and more specifically arts. So this student had no choice, but he went, did education, arts, graduated not in this university, but in another university, graduated. And then after graduation, the student came to my office. And we discussed, and he told me I wanted to do clinical medicine, but my parent was not for it. So in the process, I didn't feel it. I didn't have that passion of, even in the teaching practice, when I was being assessed, even the assessor complained of him not being audible. The student was struggling to hear him, because even in communication, teaching requires you to communicate.
Yeah.
So even in communication, he had a problem. So what happened is, after graduation, the student comes and asks me, I want to do clinical medicine. And as much as he had a problem with one of the subjects, he qualified to do a diploma. And the student was willing to do a diploma, regardless of the good grade that he got. But remember, if you have a B minus or a A minus, that's a straight, you can do a degree course. But this student was willing to do a diploma as much as the grade was good, because he was pursuing the interest, the passion. Yeah. He was pursuing the passion. So what happens with the education degree?
It goes to waste.
It goes not to waste, but he took it to
the
parent. He took it to the parent. So those are the challenges that we always experience. So I advise parents, as much as you want the student to do a certain course, let's also consider the passion, the interest of the students. Because at the end of the day, this student will be working in that field. He's the one who will be in that field, maybe. And if he chooses the wrong career, definitely he have a problem even in working. You find people leaving work early. What forces these people to leave early? Career choice. It's not what I like doing. I don't like staying in this office for long hours. So can we place this person in a place where he feel comfortable? And that is why I always say, when you see people maybe getting tired very easily, or getting tired before even the day ends, that tells you there's a problem with the career. Yeah. So we need to place people in places where they are comfortable, places where even in their relaxing moment, they are in that place. Because if I like, for example, I like playing football, why don't we take me to a place where football is played more? So if I am placed there, most probably you'll find me there. If I am talkative, I talk a lot, take this person to journalism. Yeah. But if you take it to the back office, there will be a problem, because most of the time he wants that interaction. He wants that kind of where there is a lot of people, where he can talk, where he can interact with people. So those are areas that we need to understand, and even the parents to understand that as much as I want to place this, or I want this student to do this, maybe because a cousin has done that and succeeded, maybe a brother has done that and succeeded, maybe you have somebody who is influential, maybe in the industry, and most probably once this student finishes, he'll get an opportunity. You see, those are actually the contributing factors of parents trying to force students to choose careers in certain areas, because maybe there's somebody they wants to use to secure opportunities for this student. At the end of the day, the student performs poorly, the student is not fulfilled, and the students feel that this is not what I wanted. Yeah.
We have a question, Mr. Kiprono, from one of our viewers. Is the volunteering structured to help us gain professional experience, or is it mainly to assist the organization? Some institutions take this as an opportunity to misuse and waste time. How do we avoid this?
As much as you get an opportunity for volunteering, that tells you there is a shortage of probably staff. There is a shortage of skills. So when you go there, you focus on the job. Focus on what you want to gain, not on what you are giving them. If you start looking at these people are exploiting me, you end up losing even those opportunities. I get students who come for internship, even in my office. In my 15 plus years of work experience, work industry, I have students who comes who I have mentored. But most of them, I always tell them, when you come to this office and I give you work to do, it's for your own good. Because as much as you are helping me, maybe to beat my deadlines, to perform my performance, as much as you are helping, remember you need to focus. You need to focus and understand, what do I need to gain after I leave here? And most of those things I have seen, you find when opportunities come, who do you remember? You remember of a person who delivered, of a person who assisted you the most. And that is something I have seen. We sometimes have, after attachment, we sometimes require maybe short-term engagements with like casuals. Sometimes we require just short opportunities. They come and we need to engage maybe some of the professional in short-term basis. And these are the people we call. These are the people you remember easily and say, I need so and so. I saw the work that he did. I know what he can be able to give. So when you go for a volunteering job, just focus on what you want to achieve. Be specific on the timelines. How long do you want me to stay here? How long? And then when you go for volunteering jobs, there are opportunities, there are resources that are at your disposal. Like when you come to my office, I give you accessibility to the internet. You can look for jobs on the internet. You don't do not need to go to cyber cafe to apply for jobs, because you have these things at your disposal. It is very easy for you to do what? To apply for jobs while you are working. So look at the opportunities, look at the advantages when you are working there, so that you can be able to achieve and achieve what you wanted to achieve in that volunteering job. Remember, it's about job experience that you are building on.
Thank you very much. Now, I would have loved us to continue with these conversations, but in the interest of time, I would like you, Mr. Kiprono, to give us your parting shot, probably an advice, a career advice to the students that are watching.
Thank you so much. I want to say a big thank you to Talanta Mku. Naomi, thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to come here and explain what pertains to career. I want to advise our students that you have gotten an opportunity such a time like this to be in a university. Take this opportunity very seriously and actually build on your career, because career is a journey. It's not an event. It's a journey that you walk through. So make sure you seize the opportunities that are available. When you see calls to do things to do with career talks, things to do with internship opportunities, job opportunities, take those opportunities very seriously. And I want to say that we will be in these programs. We will be talking to you. We will be sending calls for careers talks, career services. Each and every time you will be seeing this coming. So please do not ignore them. Just come so that we can have a conversation. Our offices are open each and every day. So you can come in, we have a conversation so that we can be able to walk a journey with you. Thank you so much. I want to recognize, I know my director is also watching. We have my director, Mr. Titus, and also Mr. Afubwa is also watching. Thank you so much for giving me an opportunity even to work in the department. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for coming once again, Mr. James. Just like you have done, I would also like to really recognize the presence of Mr. Afubwa. He has taken his time to respond to some of the questions in the comment section and, giving out some insights. So thank you very much for joining us on Talanta Mku. Now, beautiful people, we have come to the end of this very amazing interviews. I would have really loved for this to go on, but in the interest of time, we cannot, because General is also coming here with the YCS team for the entertainment segment. So do not go anywhere. We are going on a very short commercial break, and then Generali will be here with the YCS